Millions of people are chasing a sharper mind and a perfect physique by injecting unregulated chemicals into their bloodstream. They're called gray market peptides, and they've become the centerpiece of a global obsession with health optimization. High-profile celebrities are mainstreaming the trend. On podcasts and social media, they frame these substances to the public as a safe, accessible cure-all for aging and injury. But the demographic of users is shifting. Doctors are recording a massive, non-stop spike in teenagers, amateur athletes, and young men seeking these compounds to artificially accelerate their physical development. Influencers push these vials as legally sound biohacks, framing experimental research chemicals as if they were refined, over-the-counter medical products. By trusting these digital promises, users are unwittingly turning themselves into human guinea pigs, risking their permanent health for the hope of a quick physical fix. To understand the risk, we have to look at the specific chemicals being sold, starting with peptides marketed as immune boosters, specifically thymosin alpha-1. This visualization shows the danger of artificial overstimulation. When thymosin alpha-1 forces the immune system into overdrive, the body's defense mechanism can glitch, triggering severe autoimmune disorders, where the immune system violently attacks its own healthy tissues. Then there are the brain and energy peptides, often sold under the names Selenk and MOTS-c. Selenk is a neuroactive substance. Meddling with these pathways without medical supervision risks deep psychological dependence, severe withdrawal symptoms, and worsening clinical depression. MOTS-c is even more direct. It disrupts mitochondrial function, the very engine of your cells. This diagram illustrates the result. Energy metabolism can fail and overload, placing potentially fatal stress on the heart and causing violent spikes in blood sugar. Bypassing natural biological limits with unapproved synthetic compounds inherently turns the body's own defense and energy systems against themselves. Beyond the biological risks, there is the reality of how these drugs are made. Because they are unapproved, these chemicals lack any official oversight, safety testing, or pharmaceutical quality control. Many of these liquids are produced in unregulated backyard laboratories. Injecting them means introducing unknown fillers, heavy metals, and live bacteria directly into your bloodstream. This can lead to localized disasters, muscle paralysis, permanent scarring, and deadly blood infections like sepsis. Because these synthetic signals override the body's natural regulation rather than fixing it, the physical gains, the muscle growth and performance boosts, are entirely temporary. When the external supply stops, the body's suppressed natural systems cannot maintain the growth, and the results vanish. Users are left with a tragic irony. The muscles and energy fade within weeks, but the damage to the heart, endocrine system, and metabolism can be permanent. In this transaction, the user trades away their long-term biological health for a temporary physical rental. On the vials, you'll often see a label, "For research purposes only." This isn't a safety certification. It's a legal loophole designed to shield the supplier's liability, leaving the buyer with no protection if something goes wrong. For competitive athletes, the consequences are absolute. International sports organizations have zero tolerance for these unapproved compounds, regardless of the label on the bottle. Modern anti-doping protocols are highly sophisticated. Advanced laboratory testing easily detects these synthetic compounds in an athlete's system, often long after the last injection. A positive test leads to immediate disqualification and public humiliation. As seen in major professional leagues, the result is often a career-ending ban that shatters years of work in a single day. Clicking buy on a gray market website is a decision that can permanently end a lifelong athletic career in an instant. Australia serves as a primary example of strict government enforcement against this trend. There, federal law makes no distinction between a biohack and an illegal drug. Under the Australian poison standard, performance peptides are classified as Schedule IV prescription-only medicines. Purchasing, possessing, or supplying them without a prescription is a criminal act. Crucially, doctors cannot legally prescribe them for gym recovery, anti-aging, or cosmetic growth. This makes importing unapproved peptides from overseas websites a federal offense, carrying the risk of heavy fines and imprisonment. The peptide craze offers a fleeting illusion of superhuman performance. But for those who chase it, the bill always comes due, paid in shattered careers, facing criminal charges, and irreversible biological damage.